Ken here, website designer for coaches, and here's a quick look at my plugins at my website. I have a WordPress website, and yeah, let me just quickly go through them, just tell you what it is and why I have them. So the Akismet anti-spam, this one comes with I think just about every installation, and it protects you from spam. So I have this activated. That's a good one to keep going. You may or may not have to pay for it. I forgot where it was, but I just have it running for a long time. Um, yep, so it helps reduce spam. You get spam in your comments, and I think over time, uh, well, it seems to me that my spam at my comments have gone down. Okay, so that's that one. Backup Buddy is one I pay for, and it makes it easy to back up your entire site and set it up somewhere else as well. I don't really get a lot of bugs or hackers. In fact, I've only had one or two in the last 20 years of over 100 sites, and it wasn't even a site I was managing. Basically, I just stay away from having too many plugins and stuff from junky sources, and I run my updates regularly. So that's really all I needed to stay away from hackers and viruses. But Backup Buddy is a way to keep everything backed up. I do blog often, so I want to make sure I have a backup just in case something happens. It would be a shame if I lost all my content. So basically just insurance, get rid of the fear. You can back up your database manually and not even pay for backup. And that'll be a way to keep your content intact. So different ways you can do your backing up. Since I do sites for a lot of clients, I also just hook them up with Backup Buddy. It saves me time. Broken link checker. I have this to check because I have a big site with a lot of links on it. I have it alert me when there's something that's gone dead, like links to other websites or even within my site. I make mistakes too. The cookie notice. This is a standard thing we have these days. You want to make sure your visitors see the cookie notice and approve it. It's what you see. It's what you see on every site. So you do comply with a lot of laws out there, and it's good when your site behaves the way people expect and understand. That's good usability. Enable media replace. This one helps you replace images mainly on your website. Interestingly, it doesn't come default to WordPress, so I don't know why that is. It should be. Jetpack also comes with, I think, most WordPress installations. They have stuff in there that I had seen in the past, but I don't really go in there much. They try to do a lot of things that I think a non-designer could use, like speeding up your images if you're just throwing random images into your site because they're usually too big. There's some security stuff in there, but for my security, I have the way down here, WordFence security. So it has a good base level of security that I use. Quite frankly, I don't go into a lot of these things because everything just works. So if you do get WordFence security plugin, just keep it at its basic settings and run it. Where was I? Jetpack. So yep, Jetpack is there. Cadence blocks. I like and love using that. They're native to the new, basically work well with the current editing environment of WordPress. So I recommend it. It's free for the basic version, and the Pro gives me a few features that I use. That's a discussion for another day, but this is a good tool for the editing environment. Cadence blocks. Cadence also has a theme. It's free as well. And there are pro versions as well, so you can pay for more stuff. But the basic free version, I believe, is what I use. Cadence theme, Cadence blocks, Gutenberg blocks. Yep. So Cadence blocks is good. Editing environment. Cadence custom fonts. I have this installed because I'm using a font that is not native or not commonly found on computers. It's my impact theme, I believe, impact font on my site. So if I pull it up real quickly, there are plenty of good free Google fonts that I believe are included with Cadence that you'll have access to, and it's more than enough. I've just been using this impact font forever, so I want to stick to my my brand, so to speak. Impact font. So you can use that if your font is not among some free ones that are at Google, or you have something special going on. So you probably wouldn't even use that. PHP encoder makes my email address not visible. So that's a handy one to use. You know, if you put your email address on your site, then spammers can come get it and send you junk. It's good to have your email address visible on your website for customers, but not for spammers. So that's what this thing does. PHP encoder. Pretty links. I was doing stuff with affiliate links. So this makes links look prettier. Sometimes when you have affiliate links, they look ugly with question marks, ampersand, symbols, coding, and all this stuff, and they get very long. Pretty links make that simpler. Redirection. This one, right, so because I have a big site and a lot of pages, some pages die or I change things around and links get broken. This helps me redirect people from some pages to other pages. Okay, so this is a redirection service. Yep, that's a simple answer there. You probably won't need to worry about that if you're new with your site. Search exclude. This lets me exclude some pages and posts from being found by my search box here. So if I go to my site, you have a search button here, and if I search for, let's see, websites, let's see, WordPress themes. As I search for that, I can, in my site, make some of the pages and posts not show up. So I exclude them from the search. As well as, I believe it'll exclude them from Google searching. Let me just quickly view the details if there's a short summary. I forgot. This plugin, you can include any page post from whatever search results, right? I just showed you that. Yeah, so it's just from your search results. I think Google will still find your pages if they're linked somewhere. So yeah, basically, yeah. Okay, and smart custom for page. Usually your theme will have its own missing page. So like if you click on a page in a website that doesn't exist, you might have changed the link to it or done something and then, or deleted it, and the page doesn't exist, you get the missing page error thing. So if I just do this and type in, blah blah blah, I'll get a missing page or page not found. Okay, so this is that page, and this customizer helps me make it pretty. Sometimes the theme you use, the default 404 page, is ugly. So I think with the Cadence theme, it's actually pretty good. So I might not even need this anymore. I might have had this over from a previous theme that I've been using. Total cache. Caching means when your website will, if I've not made any edits to my website this week, then all the pages are the same. They haven't been changed. So basically, when someone is visiting your website, if your website has to create all the pages, like loading post content, CSS files, and everything, when someone comes to your site, a page is put together and sent to them. But if you haven't touched your site in a long time, then those pages that are created that are sent to them can just be cached. They don't have to be recreated. So it makes sending your content to the visitor faster. So this is handy to have. There are a few different cache plugins. I like W3 Total Cache. So basically this speeds up performance of your site, saving on download speed. Let's see what it says. This is definitely the highest rated one. There are other ones that are decent, but I find there are certain more technical reasons why I use this one. And this can get very technical. But if you haven't used the basic default settings, it's pretty good. Again, WordPress security, the basic settings is all I use. So it helps prevent troublemakers from getting in. I can't remember why I had it for the first time. It must have been like 10 years ago or a really long time ago. Can't remember why I installed it. Again, when you install these plugins, your website can slow down and you may get other bugs, especially if you use crappy plugins. So you should really stick to the good ones, meaning that they are well known. A lot of people downloaded them. They're updated recently. So WordPress security, that's a good one to have. And a lot of these, I just use the basic settings. I don't do anything crazy. I had this like button from way back in the day when Facebook did more with their likes. I think Facebook moved away from liking stuff. I think people are abusing the like, and you won't see like buttons around much. But I had it for credibility because when people like my blog posts, it shows that, wow, this blog post is Ken is smart. So I have a blog post. This has 100 likes. It's not like super guru on the internet, but that's credible. That's something. So if I go to this post, how to get paying clients, and you see it, and it says like 110 people, you will think, oh, okay, people like this. So that I did for credibility. And then Yoast SEO plugin. This has a bunch of good tools if you want to improve your ability to get found by Google or on search engines. Has a few keyword suggestions and ways you can edit the tags, how to improve your copy. So there's a bunch of different things on there. And there's an advanced version, which I have not done. I use a lot of basic principles and techniques when I do my marketing. I have an evolved marketing plan. Um, so I don't need to go. I just can use the basics and get far. Okay, so those are the plugins that I use at my site. It might be quite a few. As a newbie coach, you might not have as many. But just to let you know, this is what I'm using, this is where I'm at, and I hope that's helpful.